Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
Welcome back to the show. Where'd I go? And I disappeared. How ironic is that? Sorry, looks like I'm coming back. How are you? Welcome back to our show. Lynnette Caldwell joining us here once again today. What's happening, girl?
It's rainy. I love it. I love the rain. So let's just appreciate that for right now. But I am good. I'm glad that I'm not the only one that goes through technical issues. That was so funny that we finally got it together though.
Yay! Yes. Loving the look today. Is that like a bedazzled like bra strap? What is that?
It's part of it's a bra strap, but it has it's bedazzled up here. Victoria's Secret. I have like a few of these bras.
Oh, it's very pretty.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. So how are things with you?
Oh my gosh, things are crazily good. Hectic.
Good.
Life is going good. There's been a lot of birthday celebrations. Some issues on the home front with Jackson's birthday party next month. We talked about, remember I told you we were having at the aquarium with the penguins? The aquarium calls me yesterday saying that, sorry, but there's no meet and greet with the penguins and there's no penguin display anymore because there's a bird flu and they have to put them away and quarantine them. So now we have to postpone the party.
Wow.
But I mean, in hindsight, everything's good.
But you know what? You should mention that I was just reading about how in China it's almost like COVID all over again. Like they having so many people in hospitals and beds not doing well. I mean, like when I was looking at the video, I'm like, wow, this seems like it's starting all over again. But I don't know, of course it hasn't hit the States and I hope that it never reaches the state. And
I know.
But we just need to be aware of what's going on and how that is affecting us.
Yep.
So when you said the penguin, I thought they were going to say because of what I just read about China.
No, but it's the avian something bird flu. It's like RSV in humans or something, they said.
Oh, gosh. Oh, poor thing. But he wants to be healthy. You don't want to take chances. So, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, so we can have the party still and see all the other animals and fish and stuff. But he has, I mean, the point of going is to see the penguins. So
exactly.
They said unless they're like the restriction gets lifted, it's like a national, I guess, restriction, then we can have it. But if not, we're gonna have to do it another time. But it'll be okay. Because we tried booking his party there 2 years ago, and then COVID happened, so we couldn't have the penguin. It was the same thing. The penguin was because of COVID. You couldn't. So now we decided, oh, everything's fine and good. Book it, and then now this happened. But hey, things could be worse.
Exactly. But yeah, I pray that you guys get an opportunity to go and have a great time.
Thank you.
When you're talking about things exceptionally well, I'm so tired.
What's new with you? Fill me in.
I've been, I've just been so busy. Like the Amazon products are really doing well. One of my products has been, it was a congratulatory email that I got that I am eligible for subscribe and ship, so there's just levels to Amazon. As a consumer, you see these things where you can subscribe to a certain product and get it on a regular basis, or you can like for instance, the Miracle Hair Growth elixir was Amazon's choice at one time, but now the baby becomes is eligible for well, not eligible, they're telling you that you can now have that option to subscribe and ship. So I am really excited about that.
And what's the product called?
The product is,
we gotta remind everyone.
Right. This is the main thing. The brand is the main thing on Amazon, right? TheMANE as in here, thang, THANG. So the brand is the main thing. The product now that is eligible for subscription is Baby. Baby is doing very well. It's Baby Hair Growth Elixir. So it's for kids, it's for babies, it's for adults with sensitive scalp. And to be honest with you, adults use this regularly. They don't even have a preference. A lot of my reviews on there are from adults who are using it themselves and bought it for their kids, and they both use it at the same time. So that product is really, really doing exceptionally well. And I was telling you that I was shipping because the reason I ship a minimal at a time, because Amazon sometimes lose your products. I mean, my products were, I've sent tons of them at one time, and they were
Oh my
lost for
gosh.
about 2 months.
Did they ever recover them?
Eventually they did. And if
Okay.
they didn't, they would have to pay you a percentage, not 100%, but a percentage of what you lost. And that comes after maybe 60 days or something like that. So that is a process. And when that happened, it happened more than once. So I like to send in small dosage so that I make sure they get it and they get it in a timely manner. So the other products that you saw me packing last week, that product has been replenished for a while because I told you that I took it from private label and I redid it myself. So now what you have to do is build up the momentum for the product so that people can get to know it and then start to buy it. And then you start to put more products, out there, because there is a storage fee. And then you don't want your product sitting around, because if it sit around for over 30, 60, 90 days, then they start charging you to send it back to you. So there is a method to this madness. You got to really, well, I've been figuring it out as I go. But for people that I'm teaching how to, get on Amazon and sell their products and stuff, this is part of the coursework so that, again, they don't have to go through all of this pain and suffering, as you go. So it'll already be laid out for them. So that's why I do my products a little bit at a time now, because I find that if I ship in a smaller quantity, it gets there quicker, and they, there's a process where they have to unload it and, put it into the inventory and do all of this stuff. So if I had large amounts that I had in the past, it took forever. So I don't want to get caught up in that again.
Got it.
That's why I do it. But last night I had to ship, well, today, but I had to pair a bunch of banana puddings for some people in Nevada. So that pudding is on its way today, but that product is starting to be known. So I'm like, wow, Nana's pudding is starting to sell on there, because again, it was sitting there for a while, and then people start to see it, and they see it amongst the other products, because what we have is like a storefront, and it's almost like, well, what do you have in your store? As a brand, you look and see what a person has as a storefront, and then you go and look at all their products. So now people are starting to recognize the pudding, the banana pudding. So I'm excited about that.
Oh, that's awesome. The one my son loves so much. How long is it good for though? Like from package to, how does that work? Because it is a food. Just curious, from ship date, storage date, how long does it last?
Okay, so I ship it from home. I don't do FBA for the pudding, which means I don't send it to Amazon and let it sit there and then they ship it out. I ship it per order. So the freshness, like I said, I sent it out today. So I made it last night. So it's very fresh. It can last up to 2 weeks. I use insulated boxes as well as an ice pack and an insulated bag. So travel time should be very good. I just shipped a couple to Texas, Dallas, Texas, and she said she ate that upon opening the mail.
Like in the mailbox, like.
She said she ate it upon opening the mail. So that right there lets you know that it came. Some people the people that I know, will call me and let me know, oh, this was cold, it was good, or whatever. But some of these other people that I don't know, so it's hard for me to get feedback unless they, do a review or something. And I just would like to know how, and it's too many orders for me to keep up with. So it's not like, okay, let me go back and figure out if they received the package, or I used to try that, but I can't do that anymore. It's just too many to keep track of. So that's another thing. So I'm trying to get people to come back and review, because I'm bad like that too. Like I get the option to review this item and review it, and I just never go back to review it. And I guess the people are doing the same thing with my product. Sometimes it's hard to get people to come back. So what I started doing now is when I send the packing slip, I write a little note. I let them know I appreciate them for
Aw,
supporting a small business. And if you don't mind, you come back and give us a review on how the products are, so that's what I've been doing.
that makes the world of difference. The little personalizations. Absolutely. Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. And you're always good like that, let alone your branding, your packaging, and your logo, and the bag, and the comb, and your logo is awesome. And I love the little packaging. It's important, I think. What do you got in front of you there in that plastic bag?
Well, this is me about to pack some more stuff. So these are the tops
Oh, okay.
to the biotin boost. So, this is the old version and this is the new bottle. So yeah, this is the labeling you're talking about. So then I'm about to pack more. I told you I shipped I don't know, I think it was last week, baby, and they asking for, more. But like I said, there's a method to how I'm shipping. So I will ship again this week, but I will not, do it as many as I usually do. And then here's the comb, the wide tooth comb.
It's in my bathroom. I see it every day. My son uses it.
Yeah, it's so cute. Yes. I love how this engraving is in here and how thick this comb and somebody said, wow, this is like one of those combs back in the day when you used to get popped, you start touching your hair.
The good news is it's not breaking. It's like one of those cheap little plastic ones that break. It's definitely sturdy.
Right. Oh no, this is definitely sturdy. Like yeah, it's definitely sturdy. So yeah, that is what is going on. I am so exhausted, but I don't have time to sleep. It's tax season.
Oh my gosh.
Tax preparer.
I didn't even do my taxes last year yet.
Ah.
I finally handed everything in September, I think. I'm always late. She always does an extension for me and then I'm always like, I really don't care. I'm like, it'll get done. So I've been doing extensions for years. And then I totally forgot. I handed them in. Then I never followed up with her and she was on vacation. She was busy. I'm like, we'll just wait. We'll do them all together this year. You're allowed to do that, I guess. I'm like, okay, easier. Yeah.
You're like, oh, yeah, some people, like I have correction officers. I have all type of people who are very busy and are forgetful. Like I'm like, you didn't do 2019, you didn't do 2020, because you have a 3-year span. It's not like you should be doing it. Only if you owe is when you should really reach out and get an extension, because they will start to calculate what you owe per year after you haven't filed your taxes.
Well, yeah, I never usually, you always get back, but I was just like, whatever. I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. I'm gonna mute the button.
Oh. Ooh.
Wait, did I just sneeze and the camera went off?
Yes.
No, stop it.
And not only did it go off, it had when the TV is staticky and something is not fine tuned.
Did I hit something? No.
It did it again.
What the heck? Oh my goodness. Okay, that's insane. Okay.
It is wacky stuff.
Wow.
That's so funny. Well, God bless you.
Hey, I got a question for you. My friend told me about this, and I might want to start doing maybe, we're all into hair growth, right? The biotin boost. She's been using minoxidil and biotin. There's like a product out there that has minoxidil and biotin in it. And I don't know if you're familiar with minoxidil. It's most men use it, but women do too for hair loss and stuff. Is your product okay to use with that type of hair growth restore substance as well?
My product can be used with anything. The only thing about minoxidil, if you stop using it, then whatever the problem is or was, it seems like it's a counterfeit product. Whereas
it falls out again. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it'll start to fuzz up. Your hair will start to fuzz up, but the minute you stop using it, it will not work, and your hair will go back to what it was. So that's the only thing I really know about minoxidil. So I think of it differently in that I don't want to get forced hope and forced hair. And then if I stop using it or something, because I think the product for the time span for minoxidil is about, I don't know, 3 to 4 month usage before you start to see anything. And then you
probably, yeah.
And then I think there are some kind of maybe headaches or something associated with using that product. So that was one of the things that turned me off about it, because you know how I feel about chemicals or any kind of adverse reactions to certain things. So, but to answer your question, yes, you can use my product with anything. It's all natural, so it's not going to affect you adversely.
Got it. All right, good to know, because she's actually says I use one with the biotin. You were talking about hair, and I said go to my friend's website. I said check her out. She's got this biotin stuff. She's like, I'm using biotin, and it's in the minoxidil. And I'm like, okay, well, what's that? And I was trying to figure it out the other day, but interesting,
Right.
good to know. And biotin now, I know, like in that biotin boost, obviously, is it better to have it on the scalp than orally? I mean, do you know like the
I mean,
difference of
orally, I mean, okay, orally versus topically, it
yeah?
probably is good to do them together
Mhm.
simultaneously, because it's actually getting into your system, whereas you're just putting it on your scalp. So it's probably going to take longer to put it on your scalp, as opposed to like pills are better than gummies. I prefer gummies all the time, but pills could be better, not better. They can work in conjunction with a topical use.
Mm-hmm.
So I would do both of them at the same time. So that way it's getting into your system. It's almost like if you're eating your vegetables or your vitamins or whatever, and you're doing everything that you need to do with your vitamins, and it's making your hair grow, whereas you're just putting it just on the top of your head, and it's eventually going to make your hair grow, or whatever the problems areas that you have in your hair.
Got
So
it.
it really is going to work.
Awesome. All right. Yeah. I'm excited because I took out all my extensions. This is like a halo. So my hair is like super short and it's gross. And I'm going to try to grow it back in, well, for a little bit. Cause I'm like, I got the summer coming. I'm like, I'm like, we're getting a pool. I'm like, I'm going to be swimming so much. I can't keep my hair extension in all the time. I said, I can't. So I'm taking a little breather right now. It's hard to get used to having hair.
Did you try the products? You do have the products, right?
I do. I've used them. How many times? I just started to even more so because I always had the extensions in. So I put the oil on. I'm scared of affecting the tape, right? So I was only able to do the top of my hair. I wasn't able to do the back. Now I can use the whole back because technically all the tape and extensions in my head are out. So it was limited to only like this little area up here. But now I got this halo thing, and so now I get a full range of my hair, and it feels so good to actually run my fingers through it.
So good, right? You know, some of us, we have you know, we wear braids in our hair, so it's easier to put the oil in the scalp. But when you wear your hair out, and I understand what you're saying, like as far as tape or glue or any of those things that start to loosen up. But when you just have your hair out and you, like you said, I'm just going to take a break or whatever, that's the best time to incorporate
more biotin boost.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm on it. I can't wait. I'll let you know how it's going, because now I can really feel the back part of my head is so sore from years of extensions and it hurts. So the oil massage feels good in the head because think about all the damage you do, but it's what we do is like exactly right. It's so true.
It is so much. It's like, what are we doing? It's so much.
I went to my sister's house the other day with no extensions. She's like, what happened to your hair? And I'm like, that's why we're extensions. I said, but like people, like they judge you and then it makes you insecure. And I'm like, yeah, this is my real hair. I don't have much. It's like baby wisps here and there. And she was like, she got nice thick hair. And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, this is why we're extensions. So people don't judge me. I said, and I feel more self-confident with my hair. But
you got to feel good about yourself no matter what people say. So we got to ground ourselves and my hair's, and you know, this is what I tell Ava, if you know something is whatever about you that somebody can say, know it before you go outside the house. So when someone says it to you, for instance, oh, you have a big head or something like that, you already know your head is big. So it doesn't matter. You know, my hair is thin. Yeah, it was like, oh, well, it looks like that. Yep, it does. It looks like this. You like it?
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, because you know what? I've seen a lot of beautiful women with nice hair that sell hair care products. And that is the illusion. I'm not saying they should not do it, but what I'm saying is that if you don't really have a hair problem, you're not really selling a solution. You're just selling your beautiful hair and making people think like, oh wow.
Why? Yeah.
I don't,
Like
you know,
that. Yeah.
what is the problem? You don't have a problem. That you just have beautiful hair. So you feel like I can sell this product because my hair is beautiful. I want to know what the problem is that you solve in order for me to buy a product. You
Yep.
know, so that's basically why people are in business, because they're solving a problem that other people have. So that's how I felt. So yeah, I do know a bunch of people. Well, not a bunch, but I do know a particular brand whose hair is very well intact and it's very beautiful. But should I buy that product? Will I get that here? Yeah, so those are the things that I think about, you know. So let me see what else is going on in my world. It's almost, I mean, this week went by so fast, it's like a flash. I can't even, today's Thursday, right? Yeah,
Yep.
tomorrow's Friday. Wow, it went by so fast. I feel like I missed a day or so.
You're so funny.
Yeah, so I can't remember. I mean, I know I've been hustling and bustling, you know, getting things together. I actually started taxes last night as well as doing the orders. So that's the thing that gets me caught up. But I love it. I get caught up in so many things that, you know, I'm working through the wee hours of the night, but that's where I peak. I like that. Early in the morning, I just don't function well. I could be up 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 a.m. and I'm not productive. When it comes to about 1:32,
that's your time. What time do you go to bed?
It will be like 3:30, 4, and that's just me getting in the bed. So it's going to take me a while to go to sleep because I've always had a hard time going to sleep since I had this accident. So I need to take, you know, some type of medication or something to kind of drill down the pain, make me a little woozy, and then I can go to sleep. And then we start the process all over.
Got it. I know.
All over. Are you a morning person?
I used to be. I spent 20 years of my life waking up at 2, 3 in the morning. You think I would be, but
Yeah.
I'm burned out from it. No, I can't. Now I can't even get up by 7:30 with my boys. I can't.
Yeah,
I'm struggling. It's just bizarre. Now I'm getting 8, 9, 10 hours of sleep and I can't get up. I used to get 4 hours and I'd get able to get up. It's just
right.
so weird. Like I know I'm older, I know, but I just feel like I need more sleep now. Like I'm trying to make up for 20 years. Like I feel like I need like 15 hours a night.
Yeah, because the boys are running you. They have a lot of energy, so you're probably tired from that. That's like my daughter. She's like, "Oh gosh, Mom, I'm so tired."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh gosh." Oh, they were telling me. She told me that she and Ava had watched the video of us, our interview.
Oh, she got it. Good.
But not the one with Ava. We didn't see.
Oh, okay.
I can't wait to see that. They haven't sent that one yet. But Ava said, so Sydney started laughing because you said, this is the lady who wears many hats. And Ava said, Emma does not have on hats.
She learned, was that, is it metaphor? Is it metaphor? What's the terminology? What is that? It's a metaphor.
Yeah, right. You say
not rhetoric, metaphor. But I have to learn that okay, that terminology. Wow.
She said, Emma does not have on a lot of hats. Like she was just stuck on that.
That is so funny.
When Sydney told me that, we laughed so hard, I could not stop laughing because she was serious. Like, where did she see hats?
Like I got my witch hat over there. I got my top hat over there. Right. I got my my fancy royal hat over there with the feather. Yeah.
She says, Emma, we saw your interview. I watched the whole thing. I watched the whole thing.
That is so adorable.
Because I put it on our YouTube channel. So when she go in, she can see it. And, you know, sometimes she'll say, Emma, I did a TikTok or I did a video on how to take care of a doll baby. And, you know, so I will go there to watch the video. And so I figured she taught me how to upload the video to YouTube. And I had
to. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, she is really, I told her she should be in the tech game. She likes Roblox. Does your boys like that?
They're on it all the time. All the
Right.
time. Yep.
So
Uh-huh.
there was a thing called Roblox, coding with Roblox for kids. I was asking her if she wanted to do that. I mean, I don't really know what coding is really, but I feel like she's very good in the internet space for her age. And I think, some people, I think that she would really benefit from learning more stuff. Cause I'm telling you,
Gonna be a
a
YouTuber.
lot of
Uh-huh.
stuff she teaches me. And I'm like, what?
Oh
She
my
with the
gosh.
videos on how to do a video and then pause it and come into another space. Like you look one way in one part of the video, then you come back, you look another way. And I'm like,
How do you do that?
yeah, how do you do that? I got my own YouTube person here.
Oh, adorable. And the dog is barking. It's time to go. We
You
have
know
to
what?
go
That's the
too. My
other,
goodness. What is the
other
dog?
dog.
What, really?
This is not Pepper is right here scratching.
Hi,
Chaz is
Pepper.
the older dog, and he's upstairs barking. It's like, what is going on? Everybody wants to be in the interview.
Aw. Well, we want to thank you for coming here again, Lynnette Caldwell. Remind us of how we can reach you, darling.
Absolutely. The main thing is on Amazon. Nana's Pudding is on Amazon. The main thing website is themanethang.com. I'm also on Instagram as The Main Things with an S on the end. Instagram as Lynnette Caldwell. And I am also on Facebook as Lynnette Caldwell and LinkedIn as Lynnette Caldwell. And you are going again.
And you are. What happened? That is bizarre. Second time it's happened today. We had that issue last week and they fixed it. Or did they know? Yeah, that's why you had a different Zoom link last week because there was it's a nationwide update that we had an automatic update happen and turns out all the automatic updates weren't working for certain computers. So that's why it didn't work. But we thought it was fixed. Hope it is fixed. Well, you have a fantastic day, Lynnette, and I hope you get that interview soon. And sending you love as always and looking forward to the next time we speak.
Are you looking for even more of the podcasts and hosts that you love? The Podcast Business News Network is proud to announce that you now have even more ways to listen live. Check out the MyTuner Radio, online radio box, and Simple Radio apps on iOS and Android, or find us online. Search for Business News Network on mytuner-radio.com or search Podcast Business News Network on streama.com and onlineradiobox.com/US. Take your podcast on the go and don't miss a minute of the action.
Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers.
Day-to-day simple tasks can become pretty daunting.
I have to carry my chair up 2 flights of steps or have somebody do it for me.
What scares me the most is just the falling.
When I'm struggling with my house, I think, to have that one great barrier just knocked down, it's crucial.
Home for Our Troops is a wonderful nonprofit that builds a
mortgage-free, fully adaptive, handicap-accessible house. And there's no catch.
It'll be our very first home that we've ever owned. This is a game changer.
This is where your life begins again.
We need you to join us in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Because of you, everything's going to be okay.